In the several years after 1983, when I introduced ProfitTaker, the first commercially available backtesting software in the world, ProfitTaker's backtesting features became adopted by other software developers who were beginning to develop their own software similar to ProfitTaker that had a backtesting capability. At the same time, I was continuing to improve ProfitTaker and actually had a small group of customers of mine who were other commodity traders who I was working closely with and getting inputs from them about additional features and capabilities that could be built into the software so that we could achieve our common goal, which was to make as much money as possible in the commodities markets as traders. Along that way, I began seeing something different in the markets. There were patterns that were beginning to become evident to me because I was a spread trader and I was always looking at spreads and looking at correlations between markets. I really started to take a keen interest in how markets were beginning to affect each other, how you could get information about one market by looking at other related markets. And of course, ProfitTaker didn't do that because it, like all of the other software programs that were available at the time, were all focused solely on a single market and doing technical analysis using various indicators on that particular market. As I became more interested in and delved deeper into this intermarket approach, I of course wanted to computerize some of the things that I was beginning to adopt, and I wanted to develop software that could do that type of an analysis because no such software existed. And of course, since commodity trading is a zero-sums game, and you can either take money from the other guy or he's taking your money, it was very important to have as much of a competitive edge as possible when you're trading commodities. They're very volatile, and there's a lot of money at stake, even just trading a couple of contracts at a time. And interestingly enough, October 1987 came about, and we had the first global market crash, starting in Hong Kong, spreading across Europe, and ultimately ending up in the United States. That was really, for me, a tremendous eye-opener that made me realize that I really needed to get much more involved and really intensify my effort at looking at these intermarket relationships and how they might affect one another, and how you can get insight into markets by looking at related markets and how they're behaving. And in 1988, I came out and introduced the first intermarket analysis software program in the world, and of course made it available to, at first, my ProfitTaker customers. But for people who know me well, you know I'm a perfectionist, and I just wasn't satisfied with that program. And so my research into implementing intermarket analysis in software didn't end there.